Good evening, and thank you for joining our news broadcast from Davis Hall. My name is Doug Seipel.
And I'm Julia Lathan, bringing you stories relevant to IUP and the Indiana community.
Today we will share stories about Chalk the Walk.
We will also have stories about preparing for finals.
IUP has received over $800,000 in state grant funding to support high school students taking dual enrollment classes. The grant is part of a $14 million investment from Governor Josh Shapiro's administration to expand college access across Pennsylvania. In fall 2024, IUP dropped the cost of dual enrollment to $100 per credit, making college more affordable for students. Enrollment has grown to over 150 students, and at Punxsutawney Area High School, students can take classes free at IUP's campus. Thanks to a scholarship from the Punxsutawney Area College Trust, it's a big win for students looking to get a head start on college.
Spay and Neuter Indiana PA Pets is stepping up to help animals, one pair of shoes at a time. The local nonprofit known as SNP is currently hosting a shoe drive fundraiser through May 11th. The goal is to raise funds to continue offering low-cost spay and neuter services for pets in the Indiana County area. Community members are encouraged to donate gently worn, used, or new shoes, which will be collected and repurposed to support SNP's mission of reducing pet overpopulation. Drop-box offices are available at several convenient locations, including Horses and Hounds, Four-Footed Friends, Dexter's Cat Cafe, Fisher's Furniture, and In First Banks. Organizers say every pair of shoes donated makes a difference, not just for pets, but for the families and shelters that care for them. For more information on the shoe drive or SNP services, visit the group's Facebook page or contact them directly.
The deadline to register to vote in the May 20th primary election is May 5th, and it's coming up fast. Locally, several ballot positions are still empty, especially in smaller communities like Arma, Smicksburg, and Cherry Tree. Many candidates are running unopposed, but there are a few competitive races, including borough council seats in Indiana. The ballot also includes county offices, council seats, judicial positions, and inspectors of election. In addition to voter registration, deadlines are also approaching for absentee and mail-in ballot applications.
The countdown to graduation is on, and for IUP seniors, there's one last tradition to check off their list before they toss their caps. The beloved Senior Bar Crawl, scheduled for Saturday, May 3rd. This spirited event kicks off at 1 p.m. at the Coney, before moving on to HB Culpeppers at 2, Boomie's at 3, Al Patty's at 4, and wrapping up at Wolfie's at 5 p.m. Students are expected to travel together in groups, many walking between stops while soaking in the downtown Indiana atmosphere one last time as undergrads. While the day promises plenty of laughs and toasts, organizers and local authorities are encouraging participants to drink responsibly and stay safe. Seniors are reminded to hydrate, look out for one another, and plan transportation in advance if needed. The class of 2025 have fun, be smart, and make the most of your final celebration.
On Wednesday, our very own host Julia Lathan and reporter Alexis Smith got the chance to attend the annual Chalk the Walk event held here at IUP. Here's the story.
At IUP, Chalk the Walk is an annual sidewalk chalk drawing contest held in the Oak Grove, encouraging students to express themselves through vibrant artwork and messages. Participants are invited to explore themes such as social justice, politics, human rights, and pop culture. The event is free, open to all IUP students, and offers cash prizes for standout creations. Organized in collaboration with the National Art Education Association and IUP Lively Arts, Chalk the Walk promotes artistic expression, community engagement, and advocacy, offering students a creative platform to connect and communicate through the simple act of chalking. Jessica Hickman, president of the National Art Education Association, shared how the event came together and expressed her excitement for what the day had in store.
So National Art Education Association helped organize Chalk the Walk with IUP Lively Arts. We have a student art display. We have a variety of performances that we helped organize. It was all made possible by getting to use that space at the Lively Arts, and we collaborated with GDSA, and we helped organize everything. It's been a few months, but it's been a great opportunity to do so. I'm most excited to see the work finished. I'm really excited to finally see people. It's been a lot of planning, but to finally get to experience it has been something that's been really exciting and cool. I'm always excited to see student work, and I can't wait to see what people come up with.
This event offered not only a space for self-expression, but also small comforts like snacks and free t-shirts, creating a welcoming atmosphere for attendees. While Chalk the Walk was the main attraction, others came out in support using different forms of expression to share their stories and emotions. The event provided a chance for people to come together, be themselves, and find joy and creativity regardless of their personal cause. Sophomores Elliot Ross and CJ Wagner shared their thoughts on the importance of the environment and explained why they chose chalk art as their way of raising awareness about environmental issues.
I didn't really come in with a plan, but I've been wanting to draw a bunch of bugs recently, and people are killing bugs all over the place, even the cute ones or the ugly ones that are helpful for the environment. So I wanted to love the unloved and bring awareness to the bugs.
And even though I'm like a computer science major, like environmentalism and like protecting the environment is still very important to me, like AI and everything. I do not like that type of technologies like killing the environment, and like I wanted to bring awareness.
Whether it's through chalk art, conversation, or simply showing up in support, participants leave with the sense of community and a reminder that their voices matter. This is Julia Lathan and Alexis Smith reporting for IUP News.
Still ahead on IUP News, we will have a story on study spots for finals and weather report with Tatum Coyle.
Along with national news and a package on Earth Day. Stay tuned.
We all have a story. It's telling those stories that matter. That's why IUP's communications program airs its own news bulletin on IUP TV and 90.1 WIUP FM with the people you know telling the stories. Here, there are new aspiring journalists ready to start their career strong. Even if news isn't your goal, there is a place here for everyone. This is IUP News, with stories relevant to IUP and the Indiana community.
We're back with IUP News. Tatum Coyle has our weekend weather report. What's the weather looking like, Tate?
Good evening, Indiana. Here is your weekend weather report. After a wild week of weather, things don't get too much better than this weekend, just less thunderstormy. Friday during the day, we can expect morning showers, changing over to partly cloudy in the afternoon. The high is 76 degrees, and winds are coming from the west-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Friday night, we can expect overcast skies with a chance of passing showers. The low will be 56 degrees and winds from the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, we cool off with a high of 64 degrees. Rain showers expected in the morning, turning into steady rainfall come afternoon. Winds are going to be from the west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday night will be the coolest of the weekend with a low of 49 degrees. Overcast skies, again bringing the chance of passing shower. Winds are coming from the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. To end of the weekend, Sunday, we go up to a high of 63 degrees. Overcast skies with, you guess it, more rain showers, and winds are from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. To end of the weekend, Sunday night, we keep the showers at first. However, overnight, the clouds will part ways only slightly to give us partly cloudy skies with a low of 51 degrees, and winds are from the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's going to do it for your weekend weather. I'm your meteorologist, Tate. Now back to you.
Thank you, Tate. Now it's time for national news.
A couple from Los Angeles has decided to self-deport out of fear that the husband could be arrested, detained, and deported. Alfredo Linares arrived in the United States as an undocumented immigrant. He has been living in America for 20 years of his life. He worked in the food industry and worked his way up to cook for a Michelin star restaurant. Linares and his wife created a business together, opening up street vendors and running a catering business. Linares hoped for America to pass immigration reform before Trump came into office. This move will be hard for the couple, but for them, it's worth to stay together.
A coalition of labor unions, nonprofits, and local governments, including Chicago, Baltimore, and Harris County, Texas, has launched a legal challenge to President Trump's massive cuts to the federal government. The lawsuit, filed Monday, argues that Trump, Elon Musk, and other agencies cannot cut the federal workforce without Congress's approval. The plaintiffs include unions that previously sued Trump over the mass firing of probationary employees. Federal agencies are created by Congress, not the president. The Republican-led Congress has done little to stop Trump's cuts. which includes shrinking national parks and science budgets.
President Donald Trump's first 100 days of his second term have just been marked. The days have been characterized by sweeping executive actions to reduce the federal workforce, crack down on immigration, and target independent institutions. Trump has been accused of overreaching and ignoring Congress and the courts. His approach has drawn praise from supporters, but criticism for failing to pass legislation or address the economic issues that led to his election. Poll numbers show a decline in his approval, particularly due to economic policies that have hurt personal finances.
At the Dig into Earth Day event last week, students could plant their own succulents, take a walk around campus identifying edible and medicinal plants, and more. Clara Fisher and Marilyn Kikula have the story.
Hi, I'm Katie Gomer. I am the president of Students for Sustainability, and this is our Earth Day celebration.
Last Friday, just a few days past the official Earth Day, IUP student groups and community organizations gathered to celebrate Earth Day and show support for our environment with music, free plants, giveaways, activities, talks about nature topics, and prizes. At the event, students could be seen getting their Earth Day passports stamped.
So the passports are for students to get involved and interact with the different clubs. As they interact and do the activities that the clubs have, they'll get a stamp and then they'll come back to us, and for every stamp that they have, they'll get a ticket to enter our raffle.
As part of Dig into Earth Day, Students for Sustainability presented faculty-led talks on nature topics like forests that sustain wildlife and what you can and can't do to affect climate change. Also, insights into sustainability from the field of anthropology. Dana Driscoll from the Department of Language, Literature, and Writing also led a plant walk around campus identifying edible and medicinal plants. Also on hand was IUP alumnus Blake Mothy, who works for the Conservation District.
I'm actually here representing the Community Garden and the Conservation District. In combination, we donated over 1,000 pounds of produce last year. So, and all that went to ICAP and Chevy Chase. So it went right back into our community, which is super awesome.
When it comes to Dig into Earth Day, the IUP navigators took it literally and brought the dirt and the shovels so students could plant their own plants.
Students have the opportunity to come up and they can pick out their own terracotta pot, they can decorate it with stickers, paint markers, and then they can pick out their succulent to pot and take home.
In addition to the Dig into Earth Day events happening in the Oak Grove, students could go into Stapleton Library and plant some seeds or a plant cutting in the atrium as part of its Dig into Spring event. For IUP News, this is Marilyn Kikula.
And this is Clara Fisher.
When we come back, we'll have international news and a story about IUP students preparing for finals. Please stay tuned.
Welcome to a place where opportunities abound, where students have the option to study healthcare in places all around the world, and thousands learn beyond the classroom every year. Welcome to the Oak Grove at IUP. Students here go out in the field to measure biodiversity, and even the Virgin Islands to study sustainability. Ready to pursue a real-world opportunity that brings your passion to life? Get in the Grove at IUP.
On April 28th, Canadians voted in a crucial election after Justin Trudeau stepped down as Liberal leader and was replaced by Mark Carney. Carney quickly called the election, facing Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. Despite Trudeau's controversies, Carney and the Liberals won with 43.7% of the vote, 169 seats, while the Conservatives took second with 41.3%, 144 seats. Fears of a Conservative victory, especially with Trump's threats towards Canada, likely helped secure Carney's win.
The first group of Hong Kong pro-democracy activists have been released after spending about 4 years in prison. These individuals were arrested in 2021 for opposing Beijing laws and were sentenced to long prison terms, some as long as 10 years. Around 47 Democratic campaigners were arrested, with only 2 acquitted. While the U.S. and Western countries called for the prisoners' releases, Hong Kong and China maintained that the individuals had a fair trial and deserved their punishments.
Finals is next week. Students in IUP have started preparing for their finals. From reading notes to choosing comfortable places to study, Quinlan Mulroy and Gabby Shinosi have the story.
As the semester winds down and the pressure ramps up, college campuses are buzzing with activity. From packed libraries to study groups soaking in the spring sun, students are in full prep mode for finals week. We got a chance to walk around campus to catch a glimpse of how students are getting ready. Our first stop was one of the most popular study spots on campus, the library. Inside, the atmosphere was focused and quiet, with students locked in on their laptops and textbooks out. But not everyone is hitting the books indoors. We got a chance to talk to an IUP student, Abby Douglas, who chose to study outside, taking advantage of the fresh air to help manage the stress of finals.
I like being outside. I like seeing other people. It's a lot less distracting than in my room, and it gives me motivation when it's nice outside to get my work done.
Our next stop was Copchick Hall, the campus's state-of-the-art science building, and surprisingly a popular spot for students hitting the books. Inside, we found students making the most of the building's study rooms. We got a chance to talk to Michaela Vance, who was using one of the study rooms to help get ready for her final.
The reason I like studying Copchick so much is the bright environment we have here, but also in the study rooms, it can be pretty quiet, which is really nice to focus on what I need to do, if it's an essay or projects. And then the whiteboards really help clear your thoughts out somewhere, and then you can easily erase it for the next group to come in.
As finals week approaches, it's clear that students across campus are putting in the work. Whether it's tucked away in a study room, gathered with friends in a common space, or even catching a breath of fresh air outside. We wish every student the best of luck on their finals. And don't forget, the resources are all around you. Whether it's a quiet room in Copchick Hall or a cozy corner of the library, campus is here to support your success. This has been Quinlan Maury and Gabby Shinozi reporting for IUP TV News.
Still ahead on IUP News, we'll have a sports report with Malik Turner.
And we will finish off with entertainment news. We'll be back soon, so don't go anywhere.
Looking for some new entertainment? Check out IUP TV today. This station features student-created content such as The Big Hit for sports coverage, Animation Nation for all things anime and toon, Indie Rockers Ball for local music acts, Press Start for your game fix, and Witticism for a laugh. Tune in on Campus TV or on our respective YouTube channels today. There's something for everyone, made by the people that you know.
We are back with IUP News Sports Edition. Malik Turner has the latest. What's new with sports, Malik?
Good evening, Indiana. This week, we have a ton of sports events happening this week. To start off, we have the IUP men's and women's track and field team competing at West Virginia in their last chance event on Saturday. The IUP men's baseball team was having a doubleheader today against the Gannon University. The IUP women's tennis team is versing East Stroudsburg today in Bloomsburg, PA. With the continuation of the NBA playoffs, we have 2 teams advancing to the next round, and others are looking to do the same. If needed, this Saturday, Detroit Pistons will play the New York Knicks in a Game 7. And in LA, the Clippers will play the Denver Nuggets in Game 7 also. Transitioning to the ice, the NHL playoffs are continuing with the Jets taking on the Blues in Game 6 and a Game 6 matchup today, with other series continuing. Finally, we have the UEFA Champions League semifinals, where Inter Milan is versing Barcelona on Tuesday, May 6th. And PSG is versing Arsenal on Wednesday, May 7th. Be sure to tune in on the game this week. I'm Malik Turner with your Weekend Sports Report. Back to you guys, Doug.
Thank you, Malik. Now it's time for our final stories of the day on recent entertainment.
Marvel's Thunderbolts debuts today, bringing together a team of anti-heroes trapped in a deadly mission they can't escape. The film stars Marvel veteran Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier, along with David Harbour, Florence Pugh, and other exciting actors. Thunderbolts is Marvel's second movie of the year and is expected to earn $78 to $80 million opening weekend. Early reviews are generally positive with an 88% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Many fans are already comparing it to DC's Suicide Squad for its darker tone and focus on misfit heroes. If you're looking for action, attitude, and a different side of Marvel, Thunderbolts might be your next watch.
The Force is strong this year as Star Wars fans gear up for an exciting May the 4th. In the last week alone, a flood of announcements has reignited buzz across the galaxy. Revenge of the Sith returned to theaters, giving fans a chance to relive the epic conclusion to the prequel trilogy on the big screen. Meanwhile, Ryan Gosling is revealed as the lead in a new film, Star Wars Starfighter, set to release in 2027 and taking place 5 years after the rise of Skywalker. The hit series Andor returns with Season 2 later this month. and gamers in Fortnite got early access to the first 2 episodes of the new animated series Tales of the Underworld today, thanks to the latest Star Wars collab in-game. With movies, shows, and surprising drops, this year's May the 4th is shaping up to be one to remember.
Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour is officially underway, with concerts already lighting up the West Coast this week. The superstar is moving east, then south, before taking the show global later this summer. In a heartwarming surprise, her daughter Blue Ivy has returned to the stage as a dancer, just like she did during the Renaissance tour. This time, she is joined by younger sister Rumi, who made her stage debut during a performance of Protector. Fans can expect a blend of country, pop, and family vibes as Beyoncé continues her ride her Cowboy Carter wave across the world. That's going to do it for us today at IUP TV News, in association with IUP News and students looking for careers in the communications field. My name is Julia Lathan.
And I'm Doug Seipel. Be sure to follow our Instagram page at IUP_news and our YouTube channel at IUP News 4207. Please take care and have a safe weekend.